Alright boys, if you missed the team builder, check it out in the top right hand corner. If we did it this week, I don't know. I've been in the hospital the last 2 weeks, so there haven't been team builders. But we are essentially trying to win for this guy, my friend Obo, who is also in the WPF. He's here to watch because this playoff battle, or this battle means a lot for the playoff race. Essentially, if we win, he is in playoffs guaranteed. If we lose, he has to win his game and some things have to go right. So we're facing Thomas, who you can check out in the top right hand corner, and we just are trying our best to win this week for Owen. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So we see Iron Valiant, HISUIAN, zoroark, Thunder T, Haxorus, Delphox, and Ting Lu. Haxorus is not very par, to say the least. Haxorus is not a Pokemon I really wanted to see. I kind of regret bringing Hippowdon now, unfortunately, but we are going to just lead Iron Jugulus. That is my guarantee lead against anything that we see on his team. It has a pretty good matchup against pretty much everything, actually. There's actually nothing that super scares me. With this lead, we're going to go ahead and lead our Iron Jugs. If we see the Ting Lu lead, we're guaranteed taunting. Otherwise, we're probably going to Dark Pulse against anything else, unless it's Iron Valiant. If he leads Iron Valiant, I will be flabbergasted, to say the least. If he leads, I actually don't know what we do because of the fact that it could be HISUIAN zoroark. We're going to have to play a little cautiously with that. But have fun to Thomas. Again, be sure to check him out down in the description below. We are guaranteed locked playoffs at this point, unless we lose 6-0, 6-0, I think. But we see a dive ball that's going to be Thunder T, so maybe I don't stay in here, just in case he is Scarf. I'm going to initially pivot into Hibbo. He could Terra Ice, Terra Blast, which does absolutely rock my shit, just so we're on the same page. Powdon, Thundurus, Therian, Terra Blast. If he is Terra Ice, if he's Terra Ice, that's much better for me to know that. He actually doesn't 2-hit KO me. So we go Hibbo. Hibbo is our play always. Big Gobi. Essentially, if he Terra Ices, that's really good for me because Zamazenta can then pressure a KO with Heavy Slam pretty easily, I do believe. Yeah, even with Body Press actually at that point. So we actually won't even really need Heavy Slam other than for the Zoroark at this point. And if this is the Zoroark, again, we are Assault Vest Hippowdon, so that's not the worst case in the world. He also might just be the Zoroark and might switch out because I am the Iron Jug lead. So we'll see here. HISUIAN zoroark. I mean, yeah, 2 Specs hits don't OHKO me unless, or don't 2-hit KO me unless he Grass Knots, which would be insane. So we actually get to find out if he is Scarf or not right now. Or if he is the potential HISUIAN zoroark. We'll see here. He is going to go for Focus Blast and miss. So that doesn't tell us anything. Focus Blast. That tells us literally nothing. I think it's my best play to just Rock Tomb here. Yeah, nothing really wants to come in on this. I mean, the Ting Lu could come in on this, and that could be super annoying. If he Terra Blast, Terra Ice, I feel like he would have done that anyway. I feel like that would have been a great middle ground play. I could pivot back into Iron Jugs on the potential Ting Lu, and I think I really like that play to keep the hazards off the field. Terra Ice, Terra Blast. How much does that do to me? It does not kill Jug, so I am actually going to switch into that Pokemon. So he is going to stay in here, so we're going to see what he wants to go for. Maybe he goes for Grass Knot, or whatever the case may be. We do get to find out if this is Scarf or not. Some good information. If he Grass Knots them, so he is Grass Knot. So this could still be the fucking Zoroark, which is crazy. 333 to 263. Grass Knot, 333 to 263. So he did 70 damage. That's looking to be potential modest. If he is, it has to be modest if he's Thundy. Zoroark-hisui. Yeah, so this is a modest. This is it has to be modest Thundy. It's actually modest. So I'm gonna U-turn now. Now that we know we're guaranteed faster than this Pokemon, break a potential Sash. I'm also shocked he went for Focus Blast. What did he think my pivot initially into this was? Yeah, I actually have no idea why he went for Focus Blast the first turn. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. So I'm curious to see what he will go for here. Dark Pulse 2-hit KOs most variants of Thundy. He is modest too, which is super interesting. Our Volcarona has a chance to outspeed now. So we U-turn, we break a potential Sash. We're just going to go right back into Hippowdon. I assume now you Thunderbolt if you didn't Terra there. And he obviously is Thunderous. He didn't break any illusions. So we go right back into Hippowdon here. And we'll see what he wants to go for. I am Assault Vest, so even if he does Thunderbolt here, I really want to go back into Jugulus on the potential Ting Lu. I think I'm going to, because I don't think you double Thunderbolt. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but Jugs is really nice in this matchup. Outspeeds things. I mean, maybe I don't have to risk it, especially because Delphox is here. And that is a little bit scary. I could go into Volcarona now that we know he's modest and scare him out. We know Focus Blast. We actually know 3 of his moves. Thunderbolt. We know 3 of his moves. I really want to go back into Iron Jugs here. I really do. We're going to do that. I really don't want to let the Ting Lu in, man. He's going to stay in again! I'm so confused what's going on. I just need to attack what's in front of me. I'm hella overplaying. But I don't think you Thunderbolt again, right? He's going to Grass Knot again. 263, 191. I mean, let's just verify that this is modest. I mean, yeah, he did more damage than he did last time, so that makes sense. I'm going to U-turn again, I guess. I mean, can I go hard Hoopa on this? Hoopa Unbound, modest. I mean, I could also just go hard Hoopa on this. I think that's what I'm going to do this time. I mean, Hippowdon's just here for this Pokemon, though. Hippowdon. Yeah, and he has a roll to 2-hit KOs with Grass Knot. It's not a very good roll. I am shocked that he stayed in here both times, to be honest. I mean, him staying on the Jugs makes sense, but I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to go back into Hippowdon. What an interesting battle so far. Lots of U-turning. We see... So his last move has to be Terra Blast, we would assume. He's going to Focus Blast now. That's going to do virtually no damage now. 327. So he could Grass Knot here. I mean, now maybe he goes Ting Lu. If he goes Ting Lu now, I'm going to lose my damn mind. But I'm going to Rock Tomb now, I guess, because I keep overplaying and I keep getting punished for it. Maybe he'll Grass Knot, but now he knows I'm AV, so maybe he does just go Ting Lu. I would be very upset if he goes Ting Lu now. But now would be the most optimal time, but I've switched Jugs in twice, so the ability for him to just potentially click Thunderbolt here is very, very possible. It's very, very possible. I played that poorly because he didn't know I was Assault Vest, but I feel like so he is going to stay in here. Okay. So, like I said, I don't care about Hippo. Hippo is literally here just for this. We Rock Tomb, and now he's in range of a potential Dark Pulse. Potentially? Let me see. Iron Jugs. He needs a little bit more chip to be in range of Dark Pulse. I could just go Hoopa Unbound here, but if his last move is Grass Knot, it has to be Terra Blast. You would have to just be 4 attacks. Hoopa Unbound. I mean, I could just go hard Hoopa, but do I need this Pokemon for anything? Not really. Does it take a Delphox hit from here? Yes, if he's not Specs. I think I just give him this Pokemon. I really don't need this Pokemon for anything. So he is just going to take me out. So killed Hippo. I mean, I'm okay with this. He got a crit. I don't think that mattered. I probably didn't play that the best, but it is what it is. So Thundy's -1 speed. We know he's not Scarf. I could go into Volcarona here. I really like going into Volcarona and clicking Quiver, I think. Could he be Terra Rock? Would that be something that he is? Maybe. I mean, I could just also... I think I just go Hoopa here and get my Terra off and do some damage. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, Hoopa's here for this. Getting my Terra off is really nice. Specifically for this Pokemon. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to Terra. And let me see how much damage like a knockoff would do. If that's my best play. Because I think that is my best play. It would kill. So I'm going to go ahead and just Terra and knock off here. And we'll see what he wants to do. Thinking as far as an in-game goes, Zamazenta does very, very well once we get any amount of chip on Zoroark. Now, Zoroark dies to a Heavy Slam. Once we get any amount of chip on Delphox. Delphox is the main problem here. He didn't bring Quillfish into Zamazenta. Wow, wait a minute. That's just now hitting me. So Zamazenta does 80 to 97% with a Stone Edge. So we need any amount of chip on the Delphox in order to kill it. And then we'll be good. So he's going to stay in here. So I'm going to Terra here. He actually doesn't Terra. So he's going to lose his Thundy for nothing unless his last move is U-turn. Which I feel like it should be Terra Blast in whatever Terra type you are. Unless you're Terra Electric maybe. But you would have Terra'd here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm very, very curious to see what happens here. So... Oh, we're faster than him. Because he's -1. I'm shocked he gave that to me. Okay. Killed by Hoopa. And he was Boots. So I'm very shocked with how he gave that to me, to be honest, and that we didn't see a Terra type. I feel like that mon went crazy into me. I literally brought 2 Pokemon just for it. Didn't play super well around it with the Iron Jugs, but now that it's gone, that is fantastic news because that speed tier was super scary for my team. even if he was modest. Yeah, that speed tier was still super scary for specifically Volcarona. I'll have to ask him what Terra type he was after the game, but I should have just like Rock Tombed the second turn with my Hippowdon because he didn't know I was a Soul Fest after the Focus Blast missed, I guess. But he goes into Ting Lu here, which is not great. Let's see. Hoopa Unbound. I can't let this get chipped because otherwise... Ting Lu. If I let this get chipped, it actually dies to an Earthquake, so I have to switch out. If I let this get chipped, I lose the HISUIAN Zoroark. I have to go into Iron Jugs. I mean, this is the double that I was trying to call the whole time. So we'll see if he goes for a Spike or an Earthquake here. Ruination could also make sense. We'll see what he ends up doing. He goes for a Spike here, so this is obviously not ideal. I'm going to go ahead and taunt him. I don't want him setting up any more hazards. Hazards are very annoying to play around. So we're going to go ahead and taunt here. We are going to go ahead and taunt here, and he doesn't really have a switch into... He actually does not have a switch into this. This is his switch into this. So we're going to taunt. We're going to potentially stop a Whirlwind, potentially stop another Spike. He could also just go for... Yeah, he was going to go for another Spike. So now we just go for a Hurricane here. We could also U-turn into Rillaboom. Actually, that might be my best play. Yeah, we're going to U-turn into Rillaboom, because I don't do any damage to this with Hurricane, do I? I actually don't even break a sub if he was sub. So we're going to U-turn here. We're going to go into Rillaboom. We're going to need our terrain up. And we're going to throw a Seed up because he didn't bring Serena. So we're going to go Rillaboom. We have to look for an opening to play with Volcarona, to set up with Volcarona. So he has Spikes. He's probably going to be Leftovers if I had to imagine. I hope Leftovers goes before Grassy Terrain. I'm actually not sure because that information is going to be crucial. He is going to be Ruination, just fine. Oh, Ruination. We are Leftovers, obviously. We'll see what he is. He might just get Grassy Terrain and he might be back at full. Let's see. So he's not Leftovers. And we did a... He might be physically defensive based on how much damage U-turn is. It actually looks like he... Let's see. No, it looks like he was specially defensive, actually. It's hard to tell. It's actually very hard to tell. So I'm going to throw up a Leech Seed. I have no reason not to. Whatever he goes into does not want to take this Leech Seed. And I'm going to get 24% HP back. So this is going to be fantastic. There's not a Pokemon he wants to switch in hard on this Pokemon. There's actually nothing that he wants to switch on this. Rillaboom's in a really good spot. Rillaboom is super difficult for him to deal with. So let's see what he wants to go for here. I'm not sure at all what he could do. He could stay in and Ruination again. I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense though, because you don't want this chipped any, because Iron Jugulis does really well if you do. We're going to see the switch into Haxorus. Okay, this is fine. Mold Breaker. We're going to go for a Leech Seed here, and we're just going to go for a Protect. I think. Let's see, Dragon Claw. Because First Impression can kill me. Wait, that's Life Orb. Why does he do no damage to me? He does no damage to me. So we are at how much? 306? We actually guarantee live any hit that he wants to go for. Unless he's Choice Banded Adamant. So I think right now we go for a Drum Beating. Yeah, I think we go for a Drum Beating, go for the Speed Drop. He's going to go for Poison Jab. This isn't going to kill us. Not going to kill us. He might be Life Orb. He is going to be Life Orb based off that. And we're going to lower his speed, which is going to be fantastic. Life Orb. It's going to be Poison Jab. So now I'm a lot less scared of this thing going for Dragon Dance, and we're just going to protect the following turn. And we're going to gain so much HP back. This Rillaboom is so hard for him to deal with. He's at about, what, 40% HP. Ting Lu's at about, like, 95. No fucking damage at all. And we're going to get lots of HP back. About 50, so not 40. Okay. And we just protect this turn, and we get so much HP back. It's probably just going to Poison Jab again. And knowing that he is Life Orb is fantastic. And even if he switches out, we get 12% recovery with Leftovers plus Grassy Terrain. So we are going to protect here. We're going to get 24% recovery with Terrain, Leech Seed, and Leftovers, I believe. He's going to go for Dragon Claw. So now we know 2 of his moves, and he's -1 speed. I think we get 24% recovery. If my math is correct, and my math do be mathin' sometimes, we'll see. I should be at about half, which is crazy. This Pokemon is so good, man. This Pokemon is so difficult for him to break. So I think, in fact, even what I could do now, I could just go Zamazinta. Let's see, it's a +3. If we're at +3, if I set up 2 iron defenses, the game's over. Unless he's Scarf on his... Delve Box. I think I go hard Zama here. This Pokemon can't really do any damage to me. Dragon Claw and Poison Jab don't do anything to me. I can set up an Iron Defense for free. He's -1. He could go hard Delve Box. Scarf Delve Box doesn't actually kill me, depending on what he clicks. So we're +1. He's going to Poison Jab. It's going to do no damage. If he lets me get to +5, the game's over unless he has a Scarfer. So we'll see what he does here. Leech Seed Recovery as well. So Zama's in probably the best spot that he could ask to be in. We Iron Defense. Here, always. His best move to hit is probably Earthquake. Haxorus, Life Orb. Let's say Life Orb, Adamant, Earthquake. We're at +3. He does like a third of our HP. We just get to +5 and the game is over. Unless he has a Scarfer. So we'll see what he goes for here. He's in a really tough spot here. He might have to go hard into Delphox. Hard Delphox would be a good play, but he doesn't Oko me with anything. Unless he is Specs. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't Oko me with anything unless he's Specs. He's going to withdraw here. Does he go hard into the Delphox? Probably, it looks like. He does go hard into the Delphox. I do think I unfortunately have to respect this Pokemon a little bit. I can go Hoopa on this, because Hoopa lives too. Yeah, I can go Hoopa on this pretty easily. Or I could even go Volcarona, couldn't I? No, I can't go hard Volcarona. This is a decent enough setup target for Volcarona, though. I have to go into Hoopa. We see what he wants to go for. We get a read on his damage, and we find out if he's Specs or not. And if he's not Specs, the next time that happens, we win the game. Pretty much. So we'll see here. We go Hoopa. Fire Blast shouldn't 2 KO me, even if he's Specs. 316, 219. I would have won the game. Unfortunate. Pretty sure I would have won the game, unless he's Scarf. 316, 219. He did 97 damage. Hoopa Unbound. That's definitely not Specs. Yeah. So he's not Specs. So we can only assume Scarf based on the way he brought it in. He has Fire Blast. He doesn't have a knockoff switch in. I'm gonna hard Grass Knot on the Team Loop potential. Because I don't think you stay in here. And you don't have another switch in. Yeah, I'm gonna Grass Knot on the Team Loo. I'm gonna Grass Knot on the Team Loo. Let's just tells us if he's Spud Def or Fizz Def. And if he stays in, that tells us he's not Scarf, which means, I mean, Zama would have won the game from that position if he's not Scarf. So we'll see. We will see. Unless he's like Expert Belt. That's the only other thing that I could think of in this situation. He's gonna withdraw. He's gonna go Team Loo. If he is Fizz Def, we 2-hit KO. If he's Spud Def, we do about half. Or if he's Spud Def, we do about 30, not half. I don't know why I said half. We'll see here. That looks like a roll that I'm taking. Go Grass Knot. We're taking it. We're gonna go for it, man. I could have just went to Jugs, I guess. Jugs would have been a fine play. I probably should have went Jugs, huh? But yeah, I should have went Jugs. That actually could be a Spud Def high roll. Or he's just a weird amount of investment to where it does about 45%. We'll see here. He's actually going to switch out again. Into what? Back into Delphox? Okay. Delphox. So I could just knock off this time. How much does Psyshock do to me? Psyshock doesn't kill me from this range. He has to get the absolute max roll. I'm clicking knock off. He's going to Psyshock. He has to get an absolute max roll to kill me. Does not get it. We're going to knock off. We're going to kill this Pokemon. Awesome. So Delphox was killed by Hoopa. So that takes out a massive threat. The reason I was willing to risk the Hoopa on the Delphox is because Hoopa was here only for the Delphox as well as the Zoroark, right? But we still have Iron Jugs for the Zoroark, which is awesome. We can still take one hit from that. But also, now the Delphox is gone, next time we set up an Iron Defense with Zama, the game should be over. Next time we get Zama in safely, the game should be over. He's probably going to go into Zoroark here and pick up a KO. No matter what comes in, I'm going to just knock off. Yeah, I'm going to just knock off. If this is... So he has Mold Breaker. I don't think it would show that if it's Zoroark. We just knock off here. We knock off every time. We go into our Zama and we Iron Defense. And the game, I think, should be over. So Hoopa picked up 2. Hoopa's fantastic. He might go for a last-ditch effort type of Dragon Dance play. I mean, that might be his only out here. He's at, like, what, 30? That might be his only out here. He's going to go for Dragon Claw, so killed Hoopa. So I just go... This is going to be the fastest Zamazenta type I've ever clicked in my entire life. I go Zama. Now let me just make sure he doesn't do way more than I'm anticipating him to do with close combat. Close combat, that's about half. And then zoroark-hisui. I mean, we outspeed Zoroark. Does it do under half? If he's Scarf, it does. So I Iron Defense here, and we should be okay to win the game. I think. We're going to Iron Defense here. It also depends on if Valiant is booster speed or not. He's going to go for low kick. I mean, that does just about as much as close combat. I think they're both 120. Doesn't give him the drop, though, which is nice. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it does the exact same damage. Now I just go for body press. I pick up this KO. So, killed by Zama. So he has a couple options. If he's booster speed, Iron Valiant, he could go into that. Booster speed actually doesn't kill me from this range, though, unless he's special. Which I assume you might be mixed in this situation. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what he does. If he goes Valiant and he's speed boosting, we might have to pivot out. Because Zama's still very useful. Zama can still win the game. He's going to go into Zoroark. So he could be potentially Sash. I mean, we guarantee kill this with a Heavy Slam, so that's what we're going to go for. If he's Scarf, he shouldn't kill us from this range if he's just Scarf. Unless he's Modest. I guess he could be Modest. If he's Modest, he does kill us. Let me see. Yeah, he has to be Modest to kill us. He cannot kill us if he's timid. He cannot kill us if he's timid. He's not going to be Modest. We are going to pick up the KO on this Pokemon. Heavy Slam, we EV always KO, except in the case that it didn't. Actually, we got the Absolute Mineral, it looks like, if he has no HP investment. If he's some HP investment, then it's possible, I suppose. Otherwise. So he clicked Flamethrower. We can pivot into Volcarona on that now, and we can actually get a free Quiver. That's what I think we're going to do. I think it's still worth keeping Zama around as a sack piece. Or we could just let Zama go down and Quiver with Volcarona, and I think the game's over. Huh? That might be better. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is what it's going to have to be here. We're going to have to let Zama go down here. Build Zama. He's literally on like 1 HP. Literally on like 1 HP. He's Flamethrower. He's Choice Scarf. We're going to go Volcarona. We're going to Quiver. And if he stays in, we're going to Quiver twice. That way Iron Valiant Booster Speed cannot outspeed us. I think this is checkmate position. I actually don't think there's a way that we lose this game from this position. No, because if he stays in and he Flamethrowers to get damage off, we Quiver and we Quiver a second time, and then we are set. The game is over. We outspeed up +1 potential Valiant. He could be Sash Valiant. That would be like literally the only thing that could save him at this point. That would be the only thing that could save him at this point, is if he's Sash Valiant and he switches hard in right now. maybe that'll do it. He's gonna withdraw here. Is he gonna go for the Ting Lu sack? It does look like he's going to go into Ting Lu. So I Quiver. We should kill this always with a +1 Bug Buzz. We do always kill this with a +1 Bug Buzz, unless he's Rindo Berry. But I'm very bulky, so it doesn't actually look like he kills us with a rock move unless he's Edge. He has to be Edge to kill us. If he is Rindo, do I win the game still? Or if he is Tanga. No, I don't. I'm going to Bug Buzz. I don't think he's Rindo. Or, I don't think he's Tanga. He's not Tanga. We're going to pick up a KO there, and I think the game's over. Killed by Volcarona. I mean, even if he's booster speed, he actually doesn't kill us with a liquidation. Nope, he doesn't kill us with a liquidation ever. He's going to go back into this. Is he going to trick? What move does this get to Okami? Does this get a rock move? No. I Fiery Dance, I guess? Yeah, I guess I Fiery Dance. Giga Impact! That did nothing. Okay, I guess I should have quivered then, just in case he's boosters speed on his Valiant. That's cool. That's really cool. So that dies. So killed by Volcarona. Killed by Volcarona, and then the combination. So drug. If he's booster speed, he might win the game actually. Damn. Yeah, he's liquidation. He's gonna win the game. Actually, Rillaboom should live one, and then we drum beat him. And then what does that do? Nothing. Let me think about this. I mean, my best play is to sack Volcarona. Hope he's not Quiver, or hope he's not liquidation. So that's what we're gonna do. He is gonna be liquidation. Giga Impact was cool. I think we lose. Oh, never mind. We got bailed. We got absolutely bailed. So down goes Volcarona. Yo. Giga Impact was super cool for sure. I don't necessarily deserve this win. I should have just quivered on the Zoroark. That was a misplay for sure. I go Rillaboom, and Rillaboom should take whatever he wants to go for. Rillaboom, my Valiant. Let's just see like Moonblast. Moonblast can kill me, but that's boosters. That's booster energy boosted. What's happening? Oh no, that's booster attack. I guess I protect. I protect, see what he wants to go for. If he's Moonblast, we might have to get double protect. Nah, actually it looks like we should have enough. We'll see what he goes for here. We protect, we're gonna get leftovers and grassy terrain. He's gonna focus blast. This man's gotta hit a focus blast to win the game. Oh no. If he hits it, he wins. If he hits it, he wins. I Leech Seed, that way I can live the next one if he misses. He's gonna miss. I think the game should be over as long as we land Leech Seed. Oppo is going through it, man. Uh-oh. We still have a chance to die. Uh-oh. We actually should live one after protect, so... Getting a little dicey though, boys. We're gonna protect here. He's gonna focus blast again. That's, I think, 3 use so far. Are you good? Are you good? Okay. We're getting bailed out here. Again, Giga Impact Zoroark was super cool. I can't be mad at that. I drum beating. I guess I drum beating instead of Leech Seed now. I guess I probably should have done that in the first place anyway. We're gonna drum beating here. He's gonna land 1. That does so much damage. We drum beating. He's -1 speed now. I don't think we win. I protect to get the recovery. We see what move he goes for. Oh, he's gonna Moonblast. I'm not sure why he didn't initially Moonblast. Yeah, the game is unfortunately over. I played really badly. Switch out, go for double protect, potentially live a Moonblast, go for a focus blast dodge. I think that's what we have to do. Yeah, that's what we have to do. We switch out Jugs. Man, oh man, we go into... We die to Moonblast. We have to get like a triple protect with Rillaboom. Yeah, that's looking like that's it. Triple protect with Rillaboom and dodge a focus blast. I'm playing on my outs, man. That's what we have to do here. That sucks, man. I should have just quivered. I threw the game. So we get leftovers now? No, we don't. We protect, we get leftovers to rain. That's 12%. I mean, maybe we can only do it with 2 protects. I don't think so, though. Let's see here. At least 1 double protect. Come on, man. Nope, we're gonna lose. All right, we're gonna lose 1-0 to Thomas. Good game to Thomas, man. Giga Impact Hisuian Zoroark caught me completely off guard. If I quivered, I won the game. I don't know why I didn't. That was an absolute throw on my part, but sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, Owen.
It's okay.
Be sure to check out Thomas in the top right-hand corner. Sorry about that, guys. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.